Alrighty then, moving on to step by step 1.4 in the green section of your spiral bound textbook. Microsoft Word, page 8. Hey guys and gals, please be sure to call me or my TA over and get checked off on each step by step. It is to your benefit. You could lose up to 5 points each if you go through the whole thing and then only ask me to check it at the end. So make sure you call me over and show me where you're at so I can check you off and you can earn the 5 points for every step by step. Alright, moving on. Step by step 1.4. Page 8 of the green section of your spiral bound textbook. We're going to learn about backspace and delete keys. You should have the document open that we've been typing on since 1.2. I'm showing it on my screen right now. We have not yet saved it, so you may have saved it as something else. So when the textbook tells you to save it, make sure you use Office button Save As when the textbook tells you to. Okay, using the backspace and delete keys. If you look at your keyboard, at the top row where your numbers are, the very far right, there is a backspace key, and usually it has an arrow. And it points to which direction? Yes, the left. So when you use this key, your blinking insertion point deletes any character to the left of that insertion point. Now over on top of your, or above your arrow keys, you should see a delete key. And since the backspace key deletes any character to the left of the insertion point, the delete key deletes characters to which direction? The right. And if you learn how to use these efficiently, you're not constantly using your mouse to place your insertion point behind what you're wanting to delete just so you can use your backspace key. If what you're wanting to delete is in front of your insertion point, then you learn to use this delete key. So step 1 tells us to position the insertion point after the word should in the first sentence of the document. So here's my first sentence, and there's my word should, and it says to position the insertion point after. And it says to press the backspace key until the words you should and the extra space are deleted. And there's my extra space. That was step 2. Step 3, in the second sentence of the first paragraph, position the insertion point before the second word you after the word then. So before the word you, after the word then. Step 4 tells us to press the delete key until the words you can and the space after can are deleted. So if I press my delete key right now, is the word then going to disappear? No, because remember the delete key deletes everything to the right, over here. Okay, backspace would go this way. Delete key goes this way. Okay, so I'm going to press my delete key until the words you can and the space after can are deleted. Now we're going to look over the document I'm going to position the insertion point as needed and use the backspace or delete key to correct any typing errors I might have made. How do I know I have typing errors? Well, one of the best ways, even though we haven't learned this concept yet, is Word underlines things in red, green, or blue. We'll learn blue later. Notice right here, I've got red. Well, this isn't anything I'm going to delete. It looks like I just missed my space bar. Now, you may have corrected errors as you type. That's okay too. The book actually asked you to leave the errors so you can correct them during this step-by-step. But if you corrected them before, that's okay. Now, I do have an extra space here. So I could potentially use either key if I'm in this position right here. But if I'm here, do I want to use my backspace key to get rid of the spaces? No, because if I use my backspace key, I'm going to go ahead and press it. My T went away because the backspace goes to the left. And if I'm here, do I want to use my delete key? No, because that deleted my I, because the delete key deletes everything to my right. So I want to get rid of the extra space. I could go here and backspace once, and it actually is gone. You just can't see it yet. Or I could go here and press my delete key and do the same thing. Step 6 says to leave the document open for the next step-by-step. Call me over or my TA to check you off, and you're ready for 1.5.